the West African region, are produced here. So by that, we source the products, the raw materials here. It goes through distribution and then onto the plates of each and every one of us. We can see some of the products here. If we can go back, yes. So we can see some of the products here: Maggi, Nescafe, Ideal, and then the Nescafe. In actual fact, when you go to our stands, there is one there that we can all enjoy. Next, please. We have certain rules and regulations under which we work with, especially the nutrition department. And here I'm talking about the World Health Organization has what we call the WHO code. The actual name is International Code of Marketing of Breast Milk Substitutes. It was enacted in 1981. If you take the name, it's basically a rule and regulation that determine or governs how you market, you sell. If you are able, you are even allowed to talk about breast milk substitutes. What we Nestle did was also in 1982, we came up with our Nestle Charter. Nestle Charter are rules and regulations that are made for us to ensure that we comply strictly with the WHO code. Then also, in 2000, we had, this one is a law, the Ghana Breastfeeding Promotion Law, which was taken from the WHO code. So I've talked to you about Nestle, I've talked about some of our products. I've mentioned that we do our work based on certain rules and regulations. So what then do we do? So we operate with the Nestle Nutrition. We operate with a certain age range. That is the first 1,000 days. And it's a very critical and important age range. The first 270 days represents roughly 9 months. The first year is 365 days, and then the second year is 365 days. We are talking then about from pregnancy to 2 years. It is the most critical growth stage of every individual. Whatever you do nutritionally during that time affects how you are now. So it affects your long-term health. The first 1,000 days, all of us are as a result of the first 1,000 days. So within the first 1,000 days, we ensure that during pregnancy, we advocate that mothers eat well. In the lactating stage, that's when baby comes out, recommend exclusive breastfeeding. That's according to the WHO code. And only when breast milk is not available, the WHO recommends that you go to, or you give the infant an appropriate breast milk substitute. Here, an infant formula. Then at the complementary feeding stage, that's from the 1 year upwards to the 3 years, we advocate the breastfeeding together with an appropriate, very nutritious, adequate complementary foods. Next, please. So what then are we, which products are we talking about? For Nestle, we deal with these products. We have SMA, we have SMA 1, SMA Non-Comfort 1, Non-Opti-Pro 1, and then Lactogen 1. These are for the exclusive breastfeeding, the 0 to 6 months. That's when breast milk is not available. Because breast milk is and will continue and forever be the best for the infant. But only when they are not available that we go to the ones. That is, at the complementary feeding stage, that's from 6 to 12 months, we have the SMA 2, Non-Comfort 2, Non-Opti-Pro 2, and then Lactogen 2. These are for the complementary feeding stage from 6 to 12. And then for the toddler stage, we have the SMA 3, Non-Opti-Pro 3, and then Nido 1+. These products are within certain platforms. I'll talk just a little about them, then we understand. When we talk about the SMA, we are talking about the learning and development platform. So it provides healthy growth and development for the infant, for healthy growth. Then on top of it, it has extra nutrients that help with cognitive development, and support brain development. Then we move on to non-OptiPro. Non-OptiPro is on the advanced protection. So healthy growth and development, then it has nutrients that help to protect the infant from infections and then diseases. And we'll move on to non-comfort. Non-comfort helps with healthy growth and development, but that one aids with, or it has extra nutrients that aid with digestive development or digestive health in the infant. Then we move on to lactogen. Lactogen helps with healthy growth and then prevention of micronutrient deficiency. The number one micronutrient deficiency is iron, and it has extra iron to help to prevent that. Then we go on to Nido 1 Plus. Nido 1 Plus helps with a healthy growth. At the toddler stage, it also helps with protecting the infant as well, because it has a prebiotic in there that would help with that. Then lastly, we have Cerelac. Cerelac is for infants from 6 months above. It's a big nutrition, it's a complete meal for the infant to help with the healthy development of the infant. So, thank you very much. Any questions or clarifications? I'm done. So we've gone through talking about Nestle, what we deal with, nutrition, we deal with products that are under the WHO code, and then, please you can come. The WHO code, and then what products are there. Then I explained what products and what features do the products, the features of the products as well. So thank you very much. If there are no questions, I'll hand it to the MC.
Let's give a round of applause. Let's give a round of applause. Yeah, Louis, Valivite, and Co. Let's acknowledge our supporting sponsors as well. Ebony Plus Condom, Hero Drinking Water, Ernest Chemist, Nestle Ghana Limited, Shelina, Blaze GVS, Mega, Think, and DAS. So our guest of honor for the program today is no other person than Mr.
With a little music, let's welcome Dr. Hafiz Mohammed Yahya from Pharmacy Council.
Thank you. Chairman, Nana Farm Dr. Samuel Boati Ajiman, President of the Association of Medicine Counter Assistants, distinguished guests, especially my former preceptor, Dr. Usu, executives of the association, respected members of the association, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I bring you warm greetings and best wishes from the Registrar of the Pharmacy Council, who extends his appreciation to the leadership and members of the association for your continued commitment to pharmacy practice and public health. It is a privilege to join you at your 2026 Annual General Meeting in the Eastern Region. This gathering provides an opportunity not only for us to reflect on the progress made by the profession, but also to discuss the way forward as we continue to strengthen the important role of MCAs in Ghana's healthcare system. Medicine counter assistants remain an important part of pharmaceutical service delivery across many communities, particularly where access to healthcare is limited. You serve as the first point of contact for patients seeking advice on medicines and minor ailments. Your contribution to the promotion of responsible medicine use and supporting primary healthcare delivery is valued and appreciated. As professionals regulated by the Pharmacy Council, it is important to remember that your practice is governed by law. Every medicine counter assistant is expected to comply with the provisions of the Health Professions Regulatory Bodies Act 2013, Act 857, the Pharmacy Council standards of practice, and the ethical principles that guide the profession. Professionalism, honesty, confidentiality, respect for patients, and adherence to regulatory requirements must remain the foundation of your practice. It is equally important to remember that medicine counter assistants are required to practice under the supervision of a qualified pharmacist. This requirement exists to protect patients, promote quality pharmaceutical services, and ensure that medicines are supplied appropriately. Working within your approved scope of practice and seeking guidance whenever necessary demonstrates professionalism and safeguards public health. One important professional responsibility is the annual renewal of your practicing license. Every MCA is required to renew his or her professional license each year to remain in good standing and continue to practice legally. The Pharmacy Council recognizes some of the challenges practitioners experience during the renewal process. I am therefore pleased to inform you the Pharmacy Council is developing an online practitioner portal that will make license renewal more efficient, convenient, and accessible to all practitioners across the country. Another important requirement is recertification. After the first 3 years of practice, medicine counter assistants are required to undergo recertification before permanent pins are assigned. The process is intended to ensure that practitioners remain professionally competent, keep pace with developments in healthcare, strengthen their knowledge and skills, and continue to provide safe and quality pharmaceutical services. Continuous professional development is now a standard expectation across all professions, and MCA profession is no exception. I'm aware that many practitioners who have successfully completed the recertification process are awaiting the issuance of their permanent pins. The Pharmacy Council appreciates your patience and wishes to assure you that urgent attention is being given to this matter. Every effort is being made to complete the necessary administrative processes so that permanent pins can be assigned as soon as possible. I would also like to remind members that only institutions accredited by the Pharmacy Council are authorized to offer the MCA recertification program. Practitioners are therefore encouraged to enroll only in approved institutions to ensure that their qualifications are recognized by the Council. The Pharmacy Council has also continued to strengthen the quality of MCA training. The program has evolved significantly from the original 6-month course to a comprehensive 1-year program. In addition of pharmaceutical knowledge and patient care, the revised curriculum now includes competencies such as information communication technology, sign language, communication skills, public health, ethics, and other practical skills required for modern healthcare delivery. These improvements are intended to produce graduates who are better equipped to meet the challenging healthcare needs of our communities. As healthcare continues to evolve, so must the MCA profession. There are increasing opportunities for medicine counter assistants to contribute to healthcare promotion, disease prevention, patient education, and responsible medicine use within their communities. These opportunities, however, require continuous learning, commitment to ethical practice, and adherence to professional standards. I encourage members to remain united through your association. Constructive engagement with the Pharmacy Council and other stakeholders will continue to strengthen the profession and create opportunities for your growth. Working together with mutual respect and open communication will help address challenges and advance the interests of both practitioners and the public. As you deliberate during this AGM, I encourage you to continue building a profession that is respected, accountable, and committed to excellence. Let us remain focused on serving the public with integrity, complying with laws that govern our practice, and continuously improving our knowledge and skills. On behalf of the Registrar of the Pharmacy Council and the entire Pharmacy Council, I thank you for your dedication and the important role you continue to play in improving healthcare delivery in Ghana. I wish you a fruitful deliberation and successful AGM. Thank you and God bless you.
Okay, we'll take a presentation from Unican Chemist. Unichem Ghana, sorry.
Before Unichem comes to do their presentation, let's give a round of applause to one of our dignitaries, Farm Dr. Anthony Ejapong, CEO of Pharma Trust, one of our main sponsors. Let's give him a round of applause. We are introducing. Is Unichem ready? You have 20 minutes. You have 20 minutes.
Amcag. Oh, Amcag. I'm not feeling the energy, that's why. So I'm going again. Amcag. Amcag. And finally, Amcag. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, Nana. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings from the Obake land. My name is Na Amele Tego, and I'm with Unichem Ghana Limited. And today I'm here to present to you one of our newest and finest products. So before I commence, I would like to ask a question. I have this image here. Between A and B, which one would you pick? I can't hear you. B. Why B? Anyone? She said because the skin is skinning. Yes, can we clap it? Nice. Okay, next slide. Between A and B, which one would you pick? B, okay. Why? The hair is hairing. Let's clap it. Good. Between A and B, which one would you pick? I can't hear you. Again? Why? The nail is nailing. Let's clap it. Great, great, great. Next slide. So this is just to tell us that everybody wants good thing, right? Yes. And when we talk about what a good skin is, we are saying that it is smooth, it is hydrated. So we expect that a good skin should be well moisturized. It shouldn't be dried. It should also be free from acne. So if we have acne or we have any spots, it means that our skin has not yet gotten to the stage where we can term it as a good skin. Next slide. A good hair is a hair that is healthy and strong. It has elasticity, meaning that when you stretch it and you release it, it can come back to its natural form without any breakages or any thinning. Then again, there is minimal breakage. So there are some of us, when we comb our hair, we get a lot of breakages. This tells us that our hair is not healthy, so we have to look at it. Then when we talk about a good nail, it is smooth without pit, and then it's also strong and flexible. If your nail is not so strong, the little thing you do or you touch, it breaks, then it means that you have to seek attention. So a good nail must be strong and it must be flexible. Now, what are the importance of a good skin, hair, and nail? One, they are indicators of overall health. So if there is a problem with your skin, your hair, or nail, it means that there could be something wrong with you. Then again, it protects you against harmful substances or germs. Remember, the skin is the first line of defense when it comes to protecting the body. So if there's something wrong with the skin, then it's possible that it can affect you internally. Again, the hair protects your scalp and regulates temperature. So God, in his own wisdom, knew that we needed hair to protect our scalp. Not to say that those with Sakura, their head will not be protected. It will still be protected. But then, I'm not laughing at the Sakura people. It's a nice hairstyle, yes. So if you have hair, it is to protect your scalp. That is why it's very important for you to have a healthy and then a good hair. Then again, nail protects the fingertips and then aids movement. So if you are picking something from the floor, it is your nail that will help with that. A well-maintained skin and nail will reduce visible aging. For some of us, when we mention our age, and then we say, oh, I'm 20 years, and someone will be like, hey, you look like 40. Yes. Sometimes it's because we don't take good care of our skin, our hair, and nail. When we do that, even someone who is 60 will look 30. And I think we know people like that. And some of us, we are even like that, right? Exactly. Then a healthy skin, hair, and nail will boost self-confidence. Imagine you have no spots on your face. I mean, your hair is hairing, your nail is nailing, and you are walking in. How do you feel? You clack it. Yes, you feel very confident when you are walking. But then if you don't have those things, a little bit of your self-esteem will be affected. Then it enhances quality of social interaction. I mean, when you are talking to someone, at the back of your mind, you are not thinking that the person is looking at me because maybe my hair is not looking good or my face has a lot of acne. So you are confident in what you are saying and you are focused in your interaction with people. Now, factors affecting our skin, hair, and hair. So one is nutrition. When we don't eat well, it can affect our hair, our nails, as well as our skin. And nutrients like protein, zinc, as well as vitamins, omega-3, they all help when it comes to giving you a good hair, nail, and skin. So if you are deficient in these minerals and vitamins, there's a possibility that you have your skin or your nail or your hair being affected. Then again, stress. Some of us, every time we are stressed, as a result of family, work, community, everywhere, even the economy sometimes stresses us. But then the more we stress, the more it has an impact on our hair. Because when you stress, your hair begins to break. So sometimes the breakages in your hair could be as a result of stress, not just nutrition. Again, exposure to UV rays can also affect our hair, skin, and nail. So it is very important that we also protect ourselves against these environmental factors. Then lifestyle changes like smoking, alcohol, sleep. If we don't sleep well, it will affect these 3 parameters. If we also take in alcohol, when I say alcohol, excessive intake as well, it is also going to affect us. Smoking as well. So sometimes if you are not having these 3 parameters looking good, it could be as a result of these factors. Now, effect of not having a good hair, skin, and nail. 1, it impacts your confidence and self-esteem. I think we've mentioned that already. Again, physical discomfort. You don't feel comfortable. Then there's also health concern. I did mention that when you have problem with these 3 parameters, it could be that there's something internally wrong with you. Then again, social and professional effects, and finally, stress and mental effects. So because of the fact that perhaps these 3 parameters are not okay, it can have an impact on you mentally. Then it also addresses what do we do for us to get a radiant hair, skin, and nail. We must first address the nutritional deficiencies. We made mention of the fact that nutrients like protein, zinc, the omega-3, they all help when it comes to us having these 3 parameters. Now, if we are deficient in these nutrients, we must address it. Being the food that we eat, we have to be very conscious of what we eat. Again, we must have enough rest. And then we also must get a targeted supplement, isn't it? Oh, isn't it? Yes, because you see, the food that we eat, not all the nutrients we get in it. Some of us, we don't eat balanced meal, and that is the problem. Some of us too, we do once in a day, and the once in a day may not give us the adequate nutrients that we need. Others as well, we don't have variety. So when we are like that, then we have to get a targeted supplement that could also add on to what we have so that we can have a healthy hair, nail, and skin. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you NutriGlow. Yes. Oh, I thought you would clap. Yes. So shall we all say it together? NutriGlow. Yes. So the name implies for itself. It glows your skin, your hair, and then your nail. Now, what is NutriGlow? NutriGlow supports your optimal skin, hair, and nail. It also improves the elasticity, it boosts hydration, and then it promotes overall skin radiation. Again, it's packed with unique blend. So it has multivitamin in there, and we'll dive deeper into these ingredients that helps you to glow when you use NutriGlow. So number 1, it contains biotin. I'm sure a lot of us are familiar with biotin. Yes, so biotin is important because it boosts keratin production. And it is the keratin that actually makes your hair, your skin, and then your nail. It makes it strong, and then it gives it structure. So NutriGlow has biotin to help with that. Again, it boosts collagen formation. I'm sure we're also very familiar with collagen. Now, what is in NutriGlow that boosts the collagen formation? It has vitamin A, vitamin C. It also has the grapeseed extract. And all these things, they support collagen synthesis. And as you are aware, collagen helps you, or it helps your skin to become firm. You know, when somebody's skin is saggy, the person kind of looks older, isn't it? But then when you have a more firm skin, then you rather look much younger than your age. So the collagen in NutriGlow helps the skin to look firmer. Then again, it supports skin repair. You have ingredients like vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E. That helps to promote the skin texture as well as the appearance. NutriGlow also helps when it comes to hydration. I did mention of the fact that a good skin must be well hydrated. So it has key ingredients like magnesium that helps with the hydration. It also strengthens your hair and nails. How does it do that? It has key ingredients like zinc that supports hair strength. So sometimes if your hair is breaking, it could be as a result of deficiency in zinc. So NutriGlow has the zinc to also help strengthen your hair. Then it has anti-aging properties. I know most of us, if not all of us, we want to, look young and not grow old, isn't it? Yes. So NutriGlow has anti-aging properties. So it has powerful antioxidants like the glutathione. It also has vitamin A, vitamin E, which are powerful antioxidants. And what they do is they neutralize the free radicals that our body naturally produces. And when you have more of the free radicals in your system, it's actually fasting agent for you. But because of the glutathione, the vitamin A, vitamin E in it, it will actually neutralize those free radicals. And when it does that, it will make you look younger than your age. It also brightens the skin in that the glutathione in there helps to make your skin tone even. You know, there are some people that the skin is not even. You have some being dark spots, some being fair. But with NutriGlow, it's actually even the skin tone. Now, glutathione, what is it? It's just a tripeptide amino acid. It is cysteine. It also has glycine and then glutamic acid. Then again, it protects against oxidative stress. It also reduces skin pigmentation. It also brightens and evens out the skin. I've mentioned that. And then it also improves dark spots and hyperpigmentation. This is just a study to illustrate that females that were given the glutathione, they showed improvements when it came to their skin being even tone, as well as helping when it comes to hyperpigmentation. Now, it also has another unique ingredient in it, which is the grapeseed extract. The wonderful thing about the grapeseed extract is that it has antioxidants and then anti-inflammatory properties. So we've already mentioned the antioxidants and the importance of it. It also stimulates collagen production. I think we did mention of the collagen and the fact that it helps the skin to become firm. Then again, it's also rich in vitamin E. And vitamin E, we made mention of the fact that it's a powerful antioxidant. This is also a study to back up the claim that the grapeseed extract contains these powerful ingredients to help with the skin, as well as helping with dark spots. Now, how is NutriGlow? What is it like? The composition is 30 multivitamin capsules. So it has 30 multivitamin capsules in the pack. It's also classy. We could recommend to our clients that walk in. Then again, it's taking 1 capsule daily with meal. So in a nutshell, the long and short of everything that I have said here today is that why should you choose NutriGlow over the thousands of products in the market? Number 1, it contains vitamin A, which stimulates collagen production. And I'm sure some of us will be like, okay, there are other products that contains vitamin A. Then another key thing I want you to notice is that it has glutathione. I can tell you for a fact that NutriGlow, if not the only, has the glutathione, which is a very powerful antioxidant. So anyone that comes in wanting a skin or a nail or hair supplement to make the person, look good and then also look younger, NutriGlow is the ultimate choice because it contains powerful ingredients like the glutathione. And I think I remember back in the day, we made a lot of noise about glutathione. The fact that it's a powerful antioxidant and it can also slow down aging. Then again, it contains another unique ingredient, which is called the grapeseed extract. And I've already mentioned that it stimulates collagen production. And it stimulating collagen production means that it's going to make your skin look firm, and then also going to make the person look younger, and also help when it comes to acne and then dark spots. And then finally, when you compare the price of NutriGlow to the other brands out there, our price, I must say, is very, very, very affordable. So ladies and gentlemen, if not for anything, kindly remember to recommend NutriGlow for your clients. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Unichem Ghana. Let's give him another round of applause.
Please, we have some at our stands, so you can come to the Unichem stands.
Acknowledging our main sponsors, let's give a round of applause to Unichem Ghana Group.
We'll call on Mr. Moses Asari to introduce our guest speaker for us.
Let's give him a round of applause.
He will introduce the pharmacy technician program. He holds a Doctor of Pharmacy, a Master of Business Administration in Logistics and Supply Chain Management. Amcag. It looks like a second dose of kakalika wouldn't be bad at all, because your energy level is so low. Your numbers are few in the first place, and your energy level is so low. I was talking to President that the last time I participated in your AGM, the hall was full. But this time, I don't know what is happening. Well, that makes the theme very appropriate, that we need to empower the medicine counter assistants so that they will be in a position to attend programs like this. Nana Chair, Dr. Samuel Ademabuati, the President of MCA Association, Dr. Dominic Otri, Director of Pharmaceutical Service, Ghana Health Service, Pharmacy Council, Regional Director, and all protocols observed. I am indeed very delighted to be invited to speak on this very important program. I don't take it lightly. I want to thank the executives for picking me. I believe that is partly because I've been part of you over the years. Chris Farmer has trained over 1,000 MCAs since we started. We started operation in 2020, and by the grace of God, he has carried us through up to this point. The theme which you chose, which is empowering the medicine counter assistants for sustainable growth and improved welfare, the role of the association, is very appropriate. However, I felt that to be able to be empowered as a professional of any category, one key responsibility is your commitment to personal branding, your commitment to delivering value. So in that context, I want us to look at the theme as in how we can empower ourselves by ourselves and with support from our association. I guess that works for all of us, because we can't put all the responsibility on the association. We have a personal commitment to make to be able to be empowered as medicine counter assistant. So I'll be looking at the theme in this respect. How do we get empowered? How do we grow sustainably? What are our responsibilities as professionals and as the association? And then we also look at ways to improve our welfare, the various aspects of welfare that we need to look at to improve our situation. When Dr. Deborah was speaking, she mentioned that she has been looking for MCAs to work with in the past few months. Some come a day or two, they leave and they will block her. And that is the reality. That is the reality. you have MCAs who have been moving from shop to shop within just the KOFORIDUA metropolis. And so if you are a pharmacy owner and you are going to employ an MCA and you don't do due diligence, you will just end up, the person coming to compromise your system. So that is a real issue that as professionals we need to deal with. So in order to deal with this, I think that we need to commit ourselves to what I've described as having the stewardship mentality in practice. Having the stewardship mentality in practice. What does it mean? Who is a steward? Basically, a steward is someone who is taking care of something on behalf of another person. And those of us who are Christians, we clearly know that all of us are stewards and we are agents working on behalf of the Almighty. If you are a professional and you have this kind of mindset and understanding that whatever you are doing it first and foremost for the owner of the organization. And then second, for the patients. And then third, for the larger society. And for that matter, you hold it a duty of responsibility to all these three, groups. If you are able to deliver your task responsibly in this respect, you are able to build your own brand and then you become empowered. Do you know that there are MCAs in this town who are paid about 3,500 cedis a month? Are you aware of that? You are not. In my organization, Chris Farmer, MCAs are paid between 1,800 to 3,500. Do you know why? Wait, I'm in KOFORIDUA here, so you can check, right? I'm here, you can check. Do you know why? These are people who have committed themselves, okay, to be disciplined, to be responsible, to be hardworking, to be loyal, to work with honesty, to work with integrity. And once you deliver results for anybody who has a conscience, the person will certainly part away with some of the returns that he has. So once you get empowered, you certainly have the returns coming. But you can't just claim that you want to be empowered in a vacuum. It comes from the day-to-day work that you do. And everything that you do, your bosses are watching. Okay? So integrity is defined as working in such a way that everybody is looking at you, although there is nobody there. But in your mind, you think that there is a CCTV camera placed on you, and therefore you decide to do things responsibly and to act in the right manner. So I define stewardship as managing medicines, information, and resources responsibly. Managing medicines in the interests of patients responsibly. Managing information in the interest of the society responsibly. And managing resources in the interest of the owner responsibly. And this is for the benefit of patients and the society. It is the daily practice that turns empowerment into a safer and a more sustainable care. As MCAs, how do you demonstrate stewardship? The way you handle your medicines, the way you store them, the way you distribute them, having in mind that a patient who needs this medicine at a critical point is going to take it. If you are working and you have water spilled, where the medicines are, and you don't care, it means you are not even thinking about the patient who is ultimately going to consume the medicines. How you safeguard product quality and guard against counterfeit and expired medicines. How you use resources efficiently, including antimicrobial stewardship. And how, most importantly, you act with honesty, professionalism, and integrity. Now, what do you benefit when you are empowered? Empowerment will strengthen both the professional and the healthcare system. So, as a professional, you benefit by gaining greater competence and confidence. You also expand your career opportunities and leadership potential, and you also have increased motivation and job satisfaction. And the overall benefit to the health system is that it becomes more efficient, and then it becomes very safe. There is better access to pharmaceuticals, and there is enhanced patient satisfaction. However, as I mentioned earlier, you need to have a personal commitment to empowerment. Ownership of the professional growth is what turns empowerment from an association goal into a personal one. You must pursue continuous learning and uphold ethical standards. You must participate actively in professional associations, and you must mentor emerging practitioners. When you are able to work on these areas to get empowered, you need to also ensure that this empowerment translates into growth, and that growth continues over time. It doesn't become short-term. That is why we look at sustainable growth. So sustainable growth is what empowerment produces over time. It requires effort from both the individual and the association. As an MCA, what can you do to ensure that you grow sustainably? First is to commit to lifelong learning and upgrade your skills. Yes, you are an MCA now, but I want to believe you do not dream to remain as an MCA. At a point, you need to upgrade yourself and move to the next level. Because now, Pharmacy Council, GTech, they've made that provision available, that from MCA, you can move to the next level of pharmacy technician, and then move to the next level of even doing the PharmD program. You need to adopt new technologies and digital health system. Dr. Deborah talked about it. We have the latest IT gadgets that anybody can think of. But the question is, what do we use these IT gadgets to do? When we visit some facilities, some people can be on social media for about half of the time that they are supposed to be doing their professional work. But this same tool can be used to make them acquire knowledge and improve their efficiency. So we need to deploy the use of these technologies. And then we need to build leadership capacity and then drive innovation. What can the association do for us as MCAs? First, they need to provide education and training opportunities, continuous professional development programs. The association need to put set facilities in place so that your people can always be abreast with new trends and emerging standards in the pharmacy practice. They must also support career advancement and progression. Yes, now they are MCAs and they are part of your association, but you should not be happy that they stay as MCAs. You must always encourage them, you must support them, and provide means for them to be able to move to the next level of their career. And you must encourage participation in policy discussions. The pharmacy technician group told you that you need to consider changing your name. You need to also consider lobbying with Ministry of Health so that you can get your people to be recruited by the government. So these are advocacy roles that as an association you can also play. So those who invest in their development today will help shape the future of their profession. I'm just picking the highlights from my speech because the speech is already in your brochure and most of the speakers spoke on various aspects of the theme. Then how do we improve the welfare of the MCA? How do we improve the welfare of the MCA? And which areas of our welfare are critical? Here I've listed 3 areas. One is the economic welfare. 2 is the professional welfare. And the third one is the social and psychological welfare. When it comes to the economic welfare, that is what we've all talked about. Fair and competitive remuneration. Fair and competitive remuneration. This is both the responsibility of the association and the individual. Once the individual is able to build his capacity and improve the value that he offers, he positions himself at a place where he can attract a better remuneration. The association can also play the advocacy role in setting minimum rates that you can pay MCAs. So for instance, there are MCAs who are paid $350 and $400 in this country, isn't it? Yes. So the association can engage relevant bodies and agree that no, in this country, the minimum you can pay an MCA is maybe 800 cedis or 1,000 cedis by engaging with all the relevant organizations. And then access to financial support. This is also a role that the association can play to support the welfare needs of their members. You can engage financial institutions, have discussions with them to get the best, interest rates and the packages that will favor your members. And then you have discussion with your members to be sure they act responsibly, having in mind the stewardship mindset, so that when they are giving support, they invest it reasonably and get returns, and they are also able to grow. So these are the 2 areas that we can look at. And then professional welfare. Which areas can we also, attend to our people with respect to their welfare professionally? First is to have a clear career pathway. As I mentioned, with the help of GTech and Pharmacy Council and all the accrediting institutions, this pathway has now been clarified. You know that if you're an MCA, you are supposed to do A, B, C, D to be able to get enrolled into a pharmacy technician program, and then with that you are also able to continue to do the PharmD program. By the end of this month, I think 30th July, we will hold a seminar for all prospective candidates who intend to upgrade to do the pharmacy technician program. If you are around and you are interested, we can come and participate. Then the association can also provide access to CPD and training. As I mentioned earlier, you must be interested in building the knowledge base and bringing your members up to current trends. Then social and psychological welfare needs. healthy and safe work environment. This is a key concern that cut across all professional groups, even beyond MCAs. But those of us involved in this training, we know the situations under which most MCAs work. It is not something that you would want your family member to go through for most of the people. So as part of the work that the association can do, they can engage in advocacy with relevant organizations such as the CPPA, the PSGH, and other organizations to make sure that some of these welfare issues are also addressed. And then support for mental well-being and community. This is a critical concern which now is really coming up in most organizations. Psychological needs of staff. There are a lot of people who are going through so much in life. And when you ask the psychologists, they will tell you that there is a thin line between being sane, i.e. being normal, and being insane, or not being normal. There is a thin line. And if you bring clinical psychologists here to come and do an assessment of the state of mind of all of us here, you'll be surprised that you may have about 40 to 50% of us here who are at risk of having one psychological challenge or the other. Just that I thought we don't express it. Inti who says sabi enema akoso adwene mu a ense da nkoyie. So this is something that the association can take it up. Now we have a lot of clinical psychologists who are interested in offering free service in these areas. So the key point I am making is that to be able to get empowered, it is a collective call to action. It is a collective call. Enye association for nkwa adwuma. Ena enye staff for nkwa nso adwuma. Ena enye trainers for nkwa nso adwuma. It involves the association, most importantly you as a member of the association and all the other stakeholders. So empowerment, growth, and welfare come together in 4 commitments in every MCA and association. These are the 4 commitment areas. 1 is that the member must invest in learning. The member must invest in learning, commit to continuous education every year. And then the healthcare landscape never stops evolving. The second thing is you must practice stewardship, which is very critical for you getting empowered. Treat responsibility as a professional attitude and as a professional value system that you cherish. You must drive innovation. You must embrace digital health tools as a partner and not use this only as a form of entertainment. You must build a community, help to mentor other colleagues, help to support the association, and advocate for the profession. As I bring my speech to an end, I want to make a special mention of Dr. Nana Samuel Adjumabwate, who has brought so much honors to the pharmacy profession by ascending to the highest two as Santa Hene. I happened to work with him at the regional hospital when I finished school, and then after that, I worked at his community pharmacy during my internship, and then later I joined the Ghana Health Service. And since then, he has been mentoring me both in the business aspects as well as in the professional growth. So Nana, we are very proud of you and we appreciate what you are doing so far. I also want to thank Dr. Dominic Ochre, who happened to be the Director of Pharmaceutical Services. I've known him when he was in the Northern Region as the Regional Chief Pharmacist. He worked so hard. He's very intentional. He is very methodological, very strategic. Oye Bibia Otunebo, as he has the end in mind. And he has been able to mentor some of us to be able to come to this level. So Director, we appreciate your contribution to the service and we are very, very proud of you. He is the one who changed my location from Eastern Region to Central Region. And last night I had to drive all the way from Cape Coast to this place. In all this, we still thank God. I also want to appreciate my co-trainers, my brother here, Mr. Anthony Ejapong, who has been the lead person in the training of MCAs, who actually supported me when I started this business of training MCAs, and is guiding me through the accreditation process for the pharmacy technician program. And then Dr. Samson of Fair, who I cited, of Zenaida, who has also been a very good friend. On that note, I want to thank all of you, and I wish you